Ask 3 engineers where company data should live, and you'll hear 3 answers: a data warehouse, a data lake, or something called a lakehouse. They sound like marketing buzzwords. They're not. Today you'll learn the 3 storage paradigms, and why the industry is converging on the hybrid. Welcome to Golden Concepts by Uplatz, where we teach you the few ideas that matter most in every technology. Let's start with the oldest, the data warehouse. Picture an actual warehouse run by a strict manager. Nothing gets shelved until it's labeled, boxed, and placed in exactly the right aisle. A data warehouse stores structured data, clean tables with defined columns, organized before loading, ready for fast SQL queries. This is the OLAP world from Episode 1, Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift. Analysts love warehouses because everything is tidy and queries fly. But warehouses have 2 limits. They're expensive for huge volumes. And they only handle structured, table-shaped data. What about images, videos, audio, PDF documents, raw logs, sensor feeds? None of that fits neatly into rows and columns. And companies were generating mountains of exactly that. Enter the data lake. A lake is the opposite philosophy. A vast, cheap storage space, think Amazon S3 or Azure Data Lake, where you dump everything in its raw, original form. Tables, images, logs, JSON files, all of it, no cleanup required first. Sound familiar? This is the perfect partner for the ELT pattern from Episode 2, Load Raw Now, Transform Later. And it's the natural home for data science and machine learning, which feed on raw, messy, varied data. But lakes have a dark side. With no rules, no structure, and no quality control, many lakes turned into what the industry mockingly calls a data swamp. Millions of files, nobody knows what's in them, nobody trusts them, and finding anything takes weeks. Cheap storage, expensive chaos. So by the late 2010s, companies ran both: a lake for raw everything, a warehouse for clean analytics, and constant copying between the two. 2 systems, 2 bills, 2 security setups, and endless syncing. Painful. Which raises the obvious question: could one system offer the lake's cheap, store anything flexibility, and the warehouse's structure, reliability, and fast SQL? That's the Lakehouse. The name is literal: lake plus warehouse. Here's the trick that makes it work. Your data stays in cheap lake storage, as open files. But a clever table format layer, technologies like Delta Lake, Apache Iceberg, and Apache Hudi, sits on top of those files and adds what lakes always lacked: real tables, transactions, version history, and quality enforcement. Suddenly your cheap file storage behaves like a proper database. Databricks champions this architecture, and even Snowflake and BigQuery now speak these open formats. Why does this matter so much right now? AI. Machine learning needs raw data, lake. Business reporting needs clean tables, warehouse. The Lakehouse serves both from one copy of the data, which is exactly why it's winning. Here is your golden tip. Don't memorize vendor slogans, ask what each layer actually is: where do the files live, what format are the tables, and what engine runs the queries. Any modern platform is just those 3 layers stacked. Once you see warehouse, lake, and lakehouse as answers to those 3 questions, every vendor pitch becomes easy to decode. Let's wrap up with the golden concept in one line. Warehouses store clean tables for fast analytics, lakes store everything raw and cheap, and the lakehouse layers warehouse reliability on top of lake storage, one copy of data, every use case. Next in golden concepts, schema design and dimensional modeling, facts, dimensions, and the star schema, why analysts love some tables and curse others. Subscribe to Uplatz, and master the concepts that matter.